If you've been watching my videos, then you probably heard me say prioritize your healing, prioritize your awakening over and over and over. Guys, I do this because there's a reason for that, okay? As a chosen one on the awakening journey, guys, one of the tasks you have is breaking generational curses. And you do this by going through the healing process. Okay, so it's very important to prioritize your awakening and prioritize your healing. In this video, I'll be sharing with you 5 things I did to heal my heart and cultivate self-love. But first, let me take a moment to say hello and welcome to everyone. If you're new to the channel, I go by Inspired Seeker. And on this channel, we discuss spirituality, we discuss personal development, we discuss narcissism. So if any of that appeals to you, or if you feel called to, then by all means join us, and I promise you will not regret that. Also, would like to extend my deepest gratitude to all of you for your continued support. I ask that you continue engaging with the content, and I will continue to bring them to you regularly. So now that we got the formalities out of the way, guys, let's get into these 5 things I did to heal my heart and cultivate self-love. Now, I want to start by saying that, guys, when it comes to healing, we don't give it the attention that is needed. As we go through life, we experience trauma, we heal the physical side, we get medical help if we need to, we get rest if we need to, right? We heal the physical side. We may touch on the emotional side, we may seek therapy and those type of things, okay? And the mental health side of things, okay? We may deal with the emotions, deal with the mental health. But guys, on the soul level, we ignore it, right? Because this world is essentially designed to move so fast that we don't even take the time necessary to heal ourselves. We don't even take the time necessary to get better before returning back into this world. I want to share with you guys that these traumas that we experience in this harsh world, they don't simply go away because we heal the physical parts or we heal the mental health, we heal the emotional aspects. These traumas don't automatically go away. They actually get stored within our bodies. Okay, this is why sometimes we feel pain, we feel aches, and soreness, and all of those discomforts within our bodies when we are stressed, when we are under a lot of stress. Okay, this is because these traumas and these stresses are being stored in our chakra system. Okay, so without wasting much time, guys, let's get into these 5 things that I did to heal my heart and cultivate self-love. And the first thing I did, guys, was prioritize my awakening and my healing. Again, prioritize my awakening and my healing. Like I said earlier, guys, you probably heard me say prioritize your awakening, prioritize your healing so many times, guys. There's a reason for this, okay? There's a reason for this. You cannot expect to do what everybody is doing if you are undergoing a spiritual awakening. So it's very important that you prioritize your spiritual awakening and your spirituality. Huh? We live in a spiritual universe, as we've always discussed, guys. And so it's very important to prioritize your awakening and prioritize your healing. And that's aside from the fact that out of the entire world population, you have been chosen to awaken. Okay. This goes to show that you have a higher calling, you have a higher purpose. And in order for you to serve in that role, huh, you're going to have to heal yourself and heal your heart in order for you to be effective in that role as a chosen one or as an awakened soul. Okay. So prioritize your awakening, huh, and prioritize your healing. If you find yourself awakened right now, make those a priority. All right. The second thing I did was create my own safe space. Okay. Create a safe space to foster my healing. Now, I understand everybody's situation is different, but when you are determined, when your awakening and your healing is so important to you guys, you will create the space necessary for it. Okay. As I said previously, as someone on the awakening journey, you cannot expect to do what everybody's doing. Okay. You cannot expect to be within your family unit with your unawakened family members and doing the things that they're doing. Okay. Your awakening will require a totally different version of you because it's time for your soul to expand. And in order for that to happen, guys, you're going to have to separate yourself and go through the healing process. All right. So for me, it was creating a safe space for myself where I feel comfortable, a space where I feel will foster my healing. All right. And that entailed me removing myself from the pack, so to speak, and getting my own space. Okay. When I created this safe space, guys, I realized how much of myself I was giving away to distractions, to family members, to activities, to all of these things. All right. So, as I said, everybody's situation is different. And so I don't know what it may be for you, but the bottom line is you need to create a safe space where you will feel comfortable going through the healing process. Because one thing I know is that healing can be painful sometimes. Sometimes you need space to mourn. Okay. You need space to grieve. And so you're going to have to create a space that's conducive to your healing. All right. You cannot be with everybody and be moody, be emotional, and all of those things. All right. You're going to have to create a safe space of your own to foster your healing. All right. The third thing I did, guys, was clear the clutter. Huh? Again, clear the clutter. Now, I don't know what your personal circumstance may be, but for me, I realized that I have been running on autopilot. Okay. I've gone through numerous traumas and I have never even taken as much as a few months for myself. Okay. I've been just going on autopilot, just piling up these traumas constantly. Okay. I had suffered at the hands of narcissism. Uh, and so I realized all the things I had around me were a representation of these traumas. They were a representation of the memories that were associated with all of these events. Okay. There were so much clutter around me, guys, from these experiences, from these relationships. I was holding on to things that I didn't even need. Uh, when you create your own safe space, you will actually start to become aware of all the noise that's around you, all the clutter that's around you that had been preventing you from moving forward, had kept you in a cycle or a loop. Okay. So that's the third thing I did, guys, was clearing the clutter. Okay. Along the healing journey, guys, one thing we have to do is get rid of the memories. Okay, get rid of the memories so we could create new memories. And many of us are holding on to items from individuals, from experiences, from traumas. We're holding on to these items for memory's sake. We holding on to them for keepsake or whatever the case may be. But I'm here to tell you guys, you don't need any of that stuff. Huh? And if anything, that stuff is adding to your pain. If you didn't know, then know that today. Okay. All of those things that you're holding on to, gifts from people that you don't interact with anymore, um, pictures, okay, items from individuals that you have bad experiences with, guys, you have to get rid of these things. Okay. All of these things are holding energy, guys, and they will constantly remind you of those traumatic experiences that you had. All right. So for me, guys, I had to get rid of practically everything. Okay. I had to get rid of everything. I'm talking everything to the point where I took some time and emptied my entire space. I had no bed, no furniture, no dishes, nothing at all. Okay. I started my life all over from zero. I was sleeping on the floor. Okay. And this was purposefully done. All right. Although now I have my bed and got my house fixed up and everything else, but this was a process that was necessary for me to go through to clear the clutter. And when I did this, guys, I felt so liberated. Uh, I felt so free. Uh, I can't underestimate the effect of that simple action. Okay. Now, you don't need any of this stuff. I'm here to tell you that because the expansion that's about to come into your life after you go through this process, guys, it cannot be matched. Okay. It's nothing compared to the stuff that you're holding on to. If anything, all you holding on to is bad memories. Okay. So get rid of these things, guys. Donate what you can donate and throw away the rest. Give away what you can give away, guys, and throw away the rest. But it's very important to live in a clutter-free environment. Okay, as I shared about the importance of spiritual hygiene, guys. The clutter is always something that holds energy and it's always affecting us. It's always causing interferences with our own energies. All right. So clear the clutter around you, guys. Okay. Clear the clutter around you. All right. Now, this is not limited to your personal space or your physical space. It's also your electronics, okay, your emails, your text messages, uh, your phone numbers from people that you haven't talked to in years, phone numbers for people that you don't talk to anymore. All of those things, guys, you have to get rid of them, okay? Because everything essentially holds energy, all right? One thing that became clear to me as I was creating my own safe space, guys, was how much of other people's energy I actually had around me. Okay. There were items, gifts, you name it, memories, photographs. Everything holds energy, guys. Okay. And so I had to personalize my space. I had to declutter all of this stuff and then personalize my space. Okay. Once I was able to declutter, I had all of this free space. I had all this freedom, guys. It feels so freeing when you do this. Okay. So I started to decorate my space with the things that I love. Okay. Colors that I love. Colors have an effect on us. Photographs that I love. Uh, the things that represent me. rather than my family or my friends or whatever the case might have been. Okay, I actually personalized my space, and this helped me a lot, especially when it comes to cultivating self love. The fourth thing I did, guys, is take daily nature walks. Some bug bit. Huh? Take daily nature walks. Okay, I'm lucky enough to have this beautiful park here next to the river. Okay, so I'm winning both ways, right? I could come to the river, huh? And if you don't know what water represents for us, guys, water represents our emotions. Okay, the flow of water represents our emotions. Okay, so being next to a body of water is very healing. Okay, it's very conducive to your healing. It helps with the flow of your emotions. Okay, so I'm lucky enough to have water here. I also have this green park here. All right. I came outside every single day. I made it a part of my daily routine, guys. And this is how I even started this YouTube channel. One day while I was here, I just had this energy that wouldn't go away. It was like something was trying to be birthed through me. It was just like express yourself, express yourself, express yourself, speak your truth. And so I took my phone and I started recording. Okay. So daily nature walks. All right. That's aside from the fact that I'm able to ground my energy, I'm able to ground myself while I'm here. Okay. Go barefoot on the ground, on the soil, on the grass. Huh? While I'm here, sometimes stand in the river for a little bit of time. Okay. To allow my energy to reset, to allow my energy to ground, okay, release what's no longer serving me, and all of those things. All right. Daily nature walks, guys, also helps with your thoughts. Okay. When you spend time in nature, you leave feeling a lot refreshed and a lot vibrant than when you first came in. Okay. This is the powerful effect of nature that we take for granted on the regular. Okay. So make daily nature walks a part of your healing. Okay. Now, I know not all of us are lucky enough to have a river or a water body next to us. Okay. But if you live near a river, maybe the ocean, any type of water body, guys, feel free to sit next to it or walk around it on a regular. If you don't have a water body, there are many parks within the community. Okay. There are many parks with some greenery, guys. Get out there and connect with nature regularly. Okay. And if you don't have any of that available, guys, there are green lands everywhere, guys. Hit up the forest. Okay. Spend some time with the trees. Okay. Find some shade and just relax under a tree. And you'll be amazed of what it will do for you. Okay, so incorporate daily nature walks into your healing. All right. And the fifth and final thing I did to heal my heart and cultivate self love, guys, is create new memories. Okay. Now, when I talk about memories, guys, even this YouTube channel is part of the new memories that I created. All right. And this helped me create new timelines as well. All right. As I said before, guys, we end up holding on to things that we don't need, things that we don't use. We holding on to things from individuals that we no longer talk to. All of these are essentially memories. Okay. As we hold on to these things, guys, it keeps us in an energy of stagnation. Huh? It keeps us in a stuck energy because these things are all from the past. Okay. One thing we should aspire to do is live in the present moment, right? Live in the now. Okay. And so when we are surrounded by all of these memories from our past, it affects the way our mind works. Okay. And we are always being diverted back to the past events, back to these past individuals, back to the past where we no longer reside. Okay. So you want to clear this from around you, and then you want to start creating new memories. Okay. Now, depending on what your experiences might have been, if you've dealt with narcissistic abuse, I told you guys, use silence and distance. As you go through these changes on a energetic level, that's one of the things that you're going to have to do. Start changing on the physical level too. Okay. You're going to have to start finding new places to do your shopping, finding new places to eat, finding new places to do your activities, and all of those. That's aside from the fact that your interests are changing on the regular. And so you're going to have to find new environments, new locations to hang out, maybe new people. Okay. That's if you are open to having people around you. But usually, along the awakening journey, you don't really want people around you. Okay. It's important to be by yourself and go through that process alone. And then when you're done healing, guys, you could reunite with people again. Okay. So that's the fifth and final thing I did, guys, was begin to create new memories. Okay. You're going to have to change your vacation spots, take new trips to different places, just be an explorer. Okay. And as you're going through this, one thing that it will do for you actually is that you start to notice how much of others you have added to your life. Okay. How much of the external world you have actually added to your life because you had this friend or this ex or this job or whatever the case. Okay. You will notice that your entire life has been a combination of the external world, and a very little bit has been your own energy. Okay, so begin creating new memories, begin developing new routines, new hobbies, begin doing new activities and all of those type of things. And this will help you create new memories as you go out to these new places and explore. It will help you create new memories and get rid of these old memories that you've been holding on to that haven't been so helpful. All right. So that's the 5 things I did to heal my heart and cultivate self-love. If this message spoke to you, then take a moment to drop us a like and also share your thoughts and experiences in the comment section. And also share this message with a loved one who needs to hear it. And if you're new to the channel and you found value in this, then by all means stick around, because there should be another video or playlist popping up somewhere here. Stick around and get more information on the awakening journey, get more information on narcissism. Other than that, I'll leave this here, guys. Until next time, peace, love, and blessings.